With an 11-inch display, a powerful dual speaker system, a massive 25,000 mAh battery, and even a built-in camping light, the Oukitel RT10 is a rugged tablet built to handle pretty much anything life can throw at you, so let's check out what this thing can do. So here we have the Oukitel RT10, and from the moment you pick it up, you know this thing means business. It feels strong, it's solid, and seriously durable, and honestly, if I dropped it, I'd be more worried about the floor rather than the tablet. We've got raised edges to protect the display, as well as impact-absorbing bumpers on every corner, and then metal plates at the rear with some bumpers that protect the dual speakers and the rear cameras, and of course, as you'd expect, it's fully IP68 and IP69K water and dust resistant, with mil-standard 810H military-grade protection against drops, shocks, and tough environments. Now on the front, we've got an 11-inch display with HDR10 and 10 Plus and HLG support. It's running a 1920 by 1200 resolution, and interestingly, while the specs are actually listing this as a 90Hz screen, it is actually running 120Hz. There's no refresh rate toggle in settings though, but I've checked with hardware info and it confirms it's always locked to 120Hz, and that's perfectly fine when you've got a 25,000 mAh battery to back it up. Now up in the top bezel, we've got a 32 megapixel selfie camera. It uses a 1/2.8 inch sensor with an f2.2 aperture. And then over on the rear, we get a 64 megapixel primary camera with a 1/2 inch sensor and an aperture of f1.79. Then we've also got a 20 megapixel night vision camera as well as a 5 megapixel macro camera, but we'll go into more details on the camera samples shortly. Now powering everything is MediaTek's Dimensity 7300 system on chip, and it's paired with 16GB of RAM and 512GB of storage, but if you do need more memory, there's an option in the settings to add up to 32GB of virtual RAM, giving you a total of 48GB, although personally I wouldn't recommend maxing that out unless you really need to. For the synthetic benchmark numbers, it scored at 941 for single core and then 3127 for multi-core over on Geekbench 6. I then ran it through the GPU benchmark where it scored 2494. Now it's obviously a rugged tablet and not built as a gaming tablet, but for casual play it does do surprisingly well. While I'm not much of a mobile gamer myself, I've been testing this with Call of Duty and Asphalt, and it's been a really enjoyable experience. The dual speaker system really helps. It's not only just loud, but it's genuinely a full sound with noticeable bass that you can feel through the chassis when you're holding it, and combine that with the large form factor and it's actually really comfortable to game on for longer sessions. Now the speakers make this a great tablet for watching media as well, and whether that's TikTok, YouTube shorts or movies and TV shows, the rear firing dual speakers eliminate the usual tinny tablet sound that you're going to get, and instead we get a deeper and richer output that gets more than loud enough for any situation. And you can even use the included carry handle to prop it up as a stand, which works perfectly for hands-free viewing.
Forever changed. My mother was magnificent.
When it comes to cameras, we've got a 32 megapixel camera up on the front, and these are the selfies that you're going to get from it. When shooting, you've got the option for normal photos, beauty face, or even a mono mode, which is just a black and white one. And for videos, you can take up to 1080p videos at 30 frames a second, so we'll just check out the video samples now. So this is the video from the selfie camera at 1080p. Just do a slow pan around. Bit of an overcast day, but there's also not too much wind, but there is a little bit of traffic. I do have EIS on as well, so I'm just going to do a jog forward to see what the stabilization's like. But that's the video from the selfie camera. For the rear, we've got a 64 megapixel primary camera, and of course it's a rugged phone, so it's not going to be flagship level photography, but it's good enough photos, and we've got nice clear shots, we've got nice details, some good colors and some good dynamic range. And again, when shooting, you can choose between normal shots, you can have beauty face mode, and you can also choose a dedicated 64 megapixel mode to make sure it doesn't bin down those pixels. But these are all just point and shoot photos that I've done without any manual adjustments. Now for video, we get up to 2K resolution at 30 frames a second, so we'll just check out the video samples now. This is the video from the primary camera, we're in 2K. So I'm just walking forward slowly. Gonna do a slow pan, quick pan back, and then we just do a small jog forward. And that's the video quality you're going to get from the primary camera. Now, of course, we've also got a night vision camera which can take both photos and videos, and it gives you the IR night vision that you're probably used to seeing, this dark black and white view. We've also got a macro mode using the macro camera for those of you that want to take some close-up shots. Now, you notice on the back we've also got a huge camping light, far brighter than any standard LED flash that you'd find on a phone or a tablet. There's an app to control it with things like normal light or SOS modes, but you can also use it directly as a camera flash, which is going to be great for ultra dark conditions. It's genuinely useful outdoors or when power's out. It's a small but thoughtful feature that actually makes a lot of sense on a rugged tablet like this. Now, powering it, of course, is an enormous 25,000 mAh battery, and it's as crazy as it sounds. Battery life is just phenomenal. We're talking multiple days of heavy use or almost a week of light tasks. And when you finally need to charge it, it supports 33-watt fast charging, which is impressive for a battery of this size. Now, the tablet ships with Android 15 and it comes with a few pre-installed apps like FM radio, SIM toolkits, and the Toolbag app, which I actually found has some useful features in it as well. We've got things like a protractor, we've got a plumb bob, a height measurer, and a picture hanger tool, and ideal for on-site or outdoor work. Now, for unlocking, you've got the choice of a pattern, a pin, a fingerprint, or a face unlock, and the fingerprint scanner is neatly built in to the power button in the bottom corner. Now, it's a fairly stock Android experience overall, so navigation is clean and straightforward. And personally, I just like to reduce the display size slightly to fit more content on the screen and make full use of this 11-inch panel. Now, connectivity-wise, we've got Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.4, plus all of the usual proximity, GPS, and motion sensors. And inside the box, you get a strap and a carry handle. The handle not only makes it easy to carry around, but it also works as a great kickstand. And the strap is perfect for one-handed use, where maybe you need to operate while standing or working and you want to jot down some numbers. Now, when it comes to the unboxing, if we open up the packaging, you can see we've first got the RT10 tablet with the screen protector already pre-installed for those of you that want it. Next, we've got the power plug, the USB-C cable, a carry strap, and a screwdriver. If we lift this part up, it reveals the manuals and documentation. We've got the brackets to attach the one-handed strap, which is here. And then finally, we've got the carry handle, which you also just screw onto the back panel. And then finally, we've got the SIM tool. So overall, the Oukitel RT10 is a tough, versatile, rugged tablet, and it combines durability with flagship-grade features. It's built like a tank, yet it still gives you premium specs like an 11-inch HDR display, a huge 25,000 mAh battery, and a full suite of cameras and sensors to put to good use. Plus, we've also got the extras like the camping light, a handle, and a strap. Now, if you're in the market for a rugged tablet, this one is definitely one to consider, and it's not going to let you down. So of course, I've placed a link down in the description below so you can go ahead and check it out now. And hopefully I've covered everything in today's video, but of course, if there is anything I've missed or you've got any questions at all, then just drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech.